One of the things I truly love about our God is that he is always faithful. What I don't like so much about it is that in this passage that we've been going through for our Lenten devotion, he asks us to be faithful. I mean, that's a God quality, right? How can we possibly do this? Well, that's what love in action is. It means we're living our love. If I say I love my husband, but I never do anything for him and all I do is cut him down, you question my love, right? If the same is true with our love for God, if we only do the things that we feel like doing and don't ever do something out of honor and respect, it's not really love in action. It's just the idea of love. The NIV in verse 11 and 12, 11 through 13 says, "Never be lacking in zeal, but keep your spiritual fervor serving the Lord. Be joyful in hope, patient in affliction, faithful in prayer. Share with the Lord's people who are in need and practice hospitality." That's a long list. I'm supposed to be faithful in all of that? Faithful, that sounds like an awesome goal, but not necessarily something I think I can live into right now. But here's the problem with that. If I look at the New Living Translation, it has a even harder thing to live into, but maybe easier for us to grasp. So what it says here is never be lazy. In my house, that was one of the worst things somebody could call you. I remember my mother one day was vacuuming under the table and she sat in one of the chairs and I had learned that and I did it. And my aunt came and said, "You're just being lazy." And I remember thinking, well, it just made sense. But sometimes being lazy makes us think it's making sense, doesn't it? This says never be lazy, but work hard and serve the Lord enthusiastically. I was not vacuuming enthusiastically. In fact, I was kind of doing the least I could, and sitting down was a way to get by with that. Maybe some of you are vacuuming for God, but you're sitting down at the table to do it. Never be lazy, but work hard and serve the Lord enthusiastically, Scripture says. Rejoice in our confident hope. Be patient in trouble and keep on praying. When God's people are in need, be ready to help them and always be eager to practice hospitality. Wow, vacuuming and practicing hospitality and keep my eyes on the prize and keep on hoping and doing what's right and being ready to help others and patient when my life isn't going the way I want to. That's a tall order, but I think you're up for it. You know why? Because the God who is in us is always faithful. And you know that. You know how faithful God is. You've lived into that so many times. How many times have you thought something was going to go horribly wrong and God was faithful and either changed the situation or got you through it to the other side and you were able to see God's hand in it all along? So here's what I want you to do, your challenge. I want you to do the thing that feels really hard in your discipleship this week. I want you to work with your person on how you're being faithful, how you're living into that zealous discipleship. And then I want you to share with either your person or your small group the thing you've done on your list when you really didn't feel like it. But instead of doing it begrudgingly, you did it enthusiastically. You just said, I'm going to be enthusiastic about this. I'm going to change my whole attitude about it. And then tell them how you were blessed in that practice or what changed in you. Because here's what I know, when I've done this, it has changed my attitude more than it helped the other person I was trying to show hospitality to or do something else enthusiastic in my faith. So I trust God will bless you in this as you pick up the challenge and as you make this the devotion of your heart this week. See you next time.